For a long time. I guess, how did you feel going in tonight? Did it feel as you expected? More nerves than usual? What was it like?
Honestly, I was super excited. You know, I was super happy. Like I said before, I dreamed with this moment like 3 months, I guess. Like every single night I was dreaming the way I walked into the octagon, the way I was fighting, and at the end, getting my high ranks and the belts.
You won the opening round, and then she made some adjustments, and she won the next two. I'm just curious how you felt the flow of the fight was going. Did it feel like it was slipping away, maybe, or did you feel competitive? Like, how did it feel then?
Yeah, well, when I realized that I was touching her with my hands, she changed the strategy. She was taking me to the ground. She's so fast, I was not able to defend. But when I was on the ground, I always told myself, you have to go up again and again and again, and you won't stop until you get up. And that's what I did. In the fourth round, my coaches told me, like, lower your level like a little bit, and I was able to defend better. And yeah, I was just hoping that she was doing the spin. It happened like Jojo thing. I knew that it was able and it was easier to take the back on that moment. So I was just waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, and the back take was incredible. You know, we call you a boxer, right? We always talk about your boxing. Is there something especially satisfying about winning the title with a submission?
Well, it feels great. I've been improving my jiu-jitsu for so long, like as you can notice. And this means a lot to me. Now I'm finishing fights, which is amazing. It's truly amazing. I truly want to finish my fights now, and I'm getting more mature. I'm getting better as a fighter, and I'm showing that.
Nice. And last thing for me, we don't know what your next fight will be, what your first defense will be, but you know, Valentina says she wants a rematch. Do you want a rematch so that you can prove, like, I can do this twice, or is it do you care if you fight her again or not?
Of course, you know, she was so dominant in the division. Of course, we can do this again.
Alexa, right here. That spin, when you saw her go for that spinning attack and you pounced on it, was that a technique you knew or an opening you saw? Because I remember at Media Day, you said you could see some of her weaknesses, but you didn't want to get specific. Is that one of the ones you had noticed in preparation?
Well, we knew that she was going to spin. And like I said, it was easier to take the back from that position, so I was just waiting for that moment.
And you are, of course, the first Mexican women champion in UFC history. So what does it feel like for that in history?
Well, imagine that. I was born, raised, and trained 100% in Mexico all my life. You know, when we started, we were used to be told, like, no, you will never achieve it, you will never have a belt, you will never make it to the UFC. But man, we were working really hard. I have an amazing team behind me. This is my family, my uncle, my dad, my coaches. All my teammates. Now we're fighting 5 rounds. We have a lot of talent in my gym, and I'm so proud of that.
And when Brandon won his belt, he became a superstar in Mexico. His life changed. He can't walk around without being recognized. Are you prepared for a life like that, where when you go out in Mexico, now everyone is going to know who you are?
Well, it happens like pretty often, and I'm happy that people can recognize me. And I always like that people know about me for my dedication, my work, and now for being a champion. Imagine that. It's great.
And the final one for me, Dana says he now has to look really hard in Mexico again because you have 3 champions, and Irene might have a fight coming up soon too. Are you hoping your first title defense, possibly the rematch, could be in Mexico City?
Well, that will be amazing. Thank you.
Felicidades, Alexa, por el triunfo. Habla un poquito cómo fue el trabajo sabiendo que Valentina es tan buena grappler. ¿Cómo fue ese trabajo? Y segundo, te han llamado ya de México, ¿qué te ha dicho la gente? ¿Y cómo crees que esto abra puertas para más mujeres mexicanas en las MMA?
Sabía que es una peleadora muy completa, muy difícil. Me llevó al piso, me puso en la posición de crucifix, pero cuando yo estaba ahí dije, no voy a parar hasta salir de aquí, no me van a detener aquí la pelea, yo no voy a terminar en esta posición como muchos otros oponentes que ha tenido. Entrené de verdad, no sabes cuántas veces esa posición para poder salir de ahí. Los entrenamientos era hasta que te salgas y hasta que te salgas y hasta que te salgas, y así fue. En la pelea fue lo mismo. Yo dije, me tengo que parar y tengo que terminar esta pelea sí o sí. Estuvo difícil, pero yo sabía, como siempre se los he dicho, no es imposible.
Y para las mujeres de México, MMA.
Estoy muy contenta por ser la primera campeona mexicana entrenada, nacida en México 100% y bueno, espero que esto pueda abrir una gran puerta para todas las atletas que vienen detrás de nosotros.
Alexa, no eras la favorita y la gran mayoría de la gente pensaba que iba a ganar Valentina su octava defensa. ¿Qué tú le puedes decir, primera pregunta, a esa gente que no te tenían de favorita y que pensaban que Valentina iba a ganar por su experiencia, por su trayectoria? ¿Qué tú le puedes decir ahora después de haber vencido a Valentina?
Pues yo creo que es normal, ¿no? Cuando tenemos un campeón tan dominante y tiene oponentes, siempre uno va a tener como por favorito, ¿no?, al campeón, pero ahora espero que las personas me conozcan, que sepan quién soy, que sepan de mi trabajo, de lo disciplinada que he sido todos estos años y pues que me apoyen.
Te lo preguntaron en inglés, pero quería escucharlo en español. Todos decíamos, ¿no? Todos decían, tú eres una boxeadora, tú vas a ganar arriba y le ganas a una especialista abajo también. ¿Te da más satisfacción haberla sometido? ¿Te da más satisfacción haberle ganado en su territorio?
Yo sabía que tenía que terminar la pelea, no importaba si era arriba o en el piso. Entrené mucho mi jiu-jitsu. Yo sabía que era una posibilidad grande de poder finalizar la pelea y bueno, pasó.
Y a la última, rapidito, ¿te sentías que estabas abajo en la pelea, que estabas perdiendo?
Pues creo que fueron rounds muy cerrados, estábamos como mitad de mitad. Cuando estaba en el piso, creo que fue en el segundo, ese sí, creo que sí lo perdí el segundo round, pero después de eso dije, no, yo no voy a perder esta pelea por nada del mundo.
Muchas felicidades.
Gracias.
Alexa, felicidades por el campeonato. Hay muchos motivos por el cual estar contento esta noche. Para ti, ¿qué fue lo más dulce esta noche?
Lo más importante pues es que estoy bien, que estoy completa, que gané mi pelea y pues sí, el cinturón que me lo llevé. Creo que todo en conjunto está increíble, que tengo mi equipo aquí, mi familia, muchas personas aquí apoyándome y no puedo pedir nada más que eso.
¿Y cómo calificas este momento de México con 3 campeones y cómo lo calificas?
Yo siempre me habían preguntado que qué le faltaba a México para tener más campeones en la UFC y siempre dije que era cuestión de tiempo. En México tenemos un gran semillero de guerreros de corazón y bueno, lo estamos demostrando.
Alexa back here. For all of the little Mexican girls that watched you tonight at their house and are thinking about maybe, trying martial arts, what's your message to them?
To the girls?
To the little Mexican girls that were watching you tonight all around the world.
Oh, like I always say, I wish that every single woman on this earth can learn mixed martial arts. It's important for all of us to learn to defend ourselves, and it's not just about the physical thing, it's about the mental game, your heart, your feelings. It keeps you always strong. Avoid dangerous situations, avoid dangerous people, avoid unhealthy things for yourself, and I just truly hope that every single woman on this planet can learn mixed martial arts. Maybe not to fight, but I truly believe that all women should train.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alexa back here. Alexa, when they talk about going to Mexico for an event from Guadalajara, same city as Canelo, I mean, do you feel like you might text Dana and say, hey, I know you're thinking maybe Mexico City, but I got one more option for you?
Well, we're still missing one champion, Irene. So I hope that we can have an event in Mexico City and we can have another Mexican champion.
Dana said maybe she gets the next title shot. People get in there with Valentina and it seems like maybe a little intimidated, maybe, she's so dominant and everything. How did you handle those emotions going into the fight?
This was the toughest camp of my life. I trained really hard. My coaches were super strict with me, so strict with me. I was training with guys, heavier guys, and I think that was the key for the success. I was always in bad position, always in bad situations. I was always hustling every single day, and well, this is the result.
My final question, once upon a time, Dana White says, Alexa, Ronda Rousey of Mexico. Obviously your career, some wins, some losses. When you think about the journey to become a champion, what are you most proud of that you overcame to get here?
Well, everything. I just think that I got more mature as I'm getting older. Now I'm 29. I feel like I'm in a perfect season of my life. I'm enjoying a lot more, you know, training, everything. I'm enjoying a lot more everything I do. And yeah, my name is Alexa Grasso and I'm the new flyweight champion.